right from the genesis of Pakistan. We have not been told what's the fact. And the first massacre of the Pashtuns in Pakistan is known as the Barbara massacre, which occurred on 12th August 1948 in Chasada district of the Northwest Frontier province. Pashtuns on both sides of Afghanistan and Pakistan never accepted the bloody Durand Line carved out by British Mortimer Durand in 1889 to use the area as a buffer between British Empire and the Soviets. Revisiting the Durand Line is the only solution to the complex problems of Pashtuns living in Pakistan and Afghanistan. This artificial line dividing Pashtuns has lost its importance and viability after the demise of the Soviet threat and the geopolitical changes in the region. The recent decision of Pakistan to annex Fatah into Pakistan is the result of the pressure from China to connect with Central Asia by CPEC project. China needs to understand the fact that Pashtuns do not accept CPEC in its present form, as both important stakeholders like Pashtuns and Baloch are not consulted. Pashtuns, considered to be a royal race, with their heroes like Ahmad Shah Abdali, Sher Shah Suri, Farshad Khan Khattak, etc. Unfortunately, a long history of wars and tensions between British and Soviets, and later between Soviet and the US, made their homeland a battleground for foreign forces. After 9/11 and the subsequent invasion of Swat and Fatah by Pakistani military and the massive displacement of Pashtuns to Punjab and Sindh created tensions between the local populations and Pashtuns. Pashtuns were stereotyped as terrorists through well-planned propaganda unleashed by Pakistani media with orders from the military establishment. Pashtuns have been caught between the military and the militants. While the military operations in Fatah and KPK destroyed the economy and social fabric of Pashtun society, the $33 billion earned from US for war on terror were used to develop Punjab. Durand Bazaar in Waziristan and Bara Market in Khyber Agency, grand commercial centers in tribal areas, were razed to ground and looted by Pakistan Army. Pashtuns were the main victims of the terrorism rather than terrorists. And they badly needed help from betrayed by the Pakistani state by neglecting their needs, and were further humiliated on a daily basis by military, treating them like terrorists and criminals. This sense of deprivation boiled to the point that the Pashtun educated youth turned out to the streets and protest against those atrocities like humiliation at the military checkpoints, racial profiling, enforced disappearances, and arbitrary killings. Pakistan is considered to be looting and plundering the resources of Pashtuns. According to Said Alam Masood, KPK is energy surplus province but still suffers from hours of load shedding on daily basis. KPK produced the cheapest hydroelectricity of 5,700 megawatt, while its consumption needs are about 1,500 megawatt. The cost of the hydroelectricity is 1.25 rupees per unit, but the same electricity is resold to Pashtuns on 19 rupees per unit. Electricity is provided by KPK, but its distribution is controlled by Punjab. Even the royalty of electricity produced is not given to Pashtuns. KPK has the potential to produce over 70,000 megawatt of electricity, but due to central control, it is not allowed to exploit this potential. KPK provides for more than half of the oil demands of Pakistan and produces gas also. But the oil refineries are established in Punjab, which deprive the Pashtuns of thousands of jobs and their right to exploit and further explore the energy potentials in the region. Similarly, no royalty is given to the Pashtuns for these also. For uranium produced in Karak and Lucky Marwat areas, with the excuse that it's a defense matter. When it comes to treating the cancer patients caused by radioactivity of uranium, nothing is done. The vast natural resources and forests of Pashtunistan is not exploited for the benefits of the local people. Because the central government, controlled by Punjabi elite, does not want Pashtuns to be developed. Rather, militancy and radical Islam is propagated and imposed by establishing 20,000 madrasas to destroy tourism and economy of the region. The result of these anti-Pashtun policies of Punjabi elite is catastrophic for Pashtuns' social, economic, political, and demographic conditions. With no jobs in perspective in their own land, more than 10 million Pashtuns are forced to migrate to other countries to earn their livelihood in extremely difficult conditions. Thank you very much. There is no time otherwise.